of Conscious Straight Talk with Katie and Lindsey.
Hi, my name is Katie Hutchinson, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm also a certified mediator.
And I'm Lindsey Kearns. I'm the mama behind MalibuMamaLoves.com, and I'm also a certified conscious trauma-informed life coach. I keep saying love coach for some reason, so I had to emphasize the life coach.
It can be life and love all together.
So have you guys heard about cougars?
Yep. Okay.
Do you know what they are?
Yes. So it's an older woman dating a younger man. Mm-hmm. And I almost feel badly saying that it's a cougar. You know what I mean? Because that feels derogatory. Yeah, or scandalous or whatever.
But why? Why is it scandalous? Men have been doing this forever.
I know.
So why can't women?
I totally agree. So this very famous movie came out in 1971. I saw it a long time ago. I can't really remember that much. But I'll tell you, it was called Harold and Maude. And it was about this 20-year-old suicidal, depressed, wayward, 20-year-old that starts dating.
Guy.
Yes, the guy that starts dating, thank you, an 80-year-old woman. And so this was considered like crazy.
Well, that's drastic. Time. That's 60 years.
Yeah, that is a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
But it worked for them.
Yeah.
They were happy, right?
Yeah. So do you know who started the trend?
I don't.
So what I think
we call it that, because I think it's been around.
Well, it's been around, but it's made it more popular, I think,
yeah.
is Demi and Ashton Kutcher. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I remember everyone was talking about it, and I do remember on some level how they were kind of tough on her in the media.
I know.
And I remember thinking, because I have my own, opinions with the age gap relationships. Mm-hmm. I think they're completely normal. It's about the connection and the ability to communicate. So when I saw that, I was happy for them, but I felt bad. They make her like a pariah.
I know. Yes. So in 2003 is when they got together, and they ended up being together for like 9 years. And she was 40 and he was 25, and they seemed to have an amazing relationship. But I remember it being all over the tabloids, like you said, and really ripping her apart. However, good job, Demi, because you started the trend. Not the trend. Do you know what I mean? You made it okay.
You know what? She stood up to the media and said, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I'm doing.
There's nothing
Everybody
wrong
else
with
can go suck an egg. And that's, we need that. That's a great role model.
Yeah.
Because, there is a stigma attached to women dating younger men.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. And it's sad. It shouldn't be that way.
A lot of people say that an older woman dating a younger man, they call the guy a boy toy, a gold digger, or just a creep.
Yep. And it's sad. A 2004 study found that as people get older, they tend to have relationships with wider age gaps. Now, this could be because you're out meeting more people in different situations, like in your career or at your athletic choice community. Or within your community, as opposed to being in university or school where everybody's pretty much the same age.
Yeah.
However, it is a lot about communication.
That's true. Okay, so a shout out to June, Pride Month. Hello, LGBTQA people. Studies have shown that there are larger age gaps between couples of the LGBTQA community. A Canadian study showed that there are 18% more same-sex relationships with age gaps of more than 10 years or more.
That's really interesting. I love that about that community, and I feel like they're just so accepting, right? And I'm hoping that we all need to become just as accepting.
Yes. And thank goodness that it's changing. I think that the community is more accepting. I also think that in mixed relationships, more women are educated nowadays, and they're working, and they have their own careers, and they have their own finances. So we have the ability to choose whoever we want.
Right. And this is such a good thing because, it is important. And like we're both teaching our daughters right now, make the money first, right? Get your career
Be
set
self-sufficient.
Up. Right. You don't want to have to financially depend on somebody else. And as our world is changing and that's becoming less and less, that women are having that financial freedom, they're able to pick who they want and not just take who they get.
Yeah. I always tell my daughter, career first, marriage and kids later if you want that.
And I don't think relationships, honestly, at the core, I don't think they have anything to do with age.
Yeah.
I really don't believe that. I believe that it's about communication. It's about having similar, like-minded hobbies and interests. Right?
There's so many different pieces to it. What do you think about the dating apps and the fact that there are these filters that are very specific? Like, I only want to date a woman that's 23 to 27, or I only want to date a man that's 23 to 27.
Yeah.
So what I saw after my divorce, when I did use these online dating apps, is that more men, well, I don't know because I wasn't dating women, but from my friends that were all, dating.
A significant amount of men.
Yes. I kept seeing that men were lying about their age. And I was like, what is going on? That's crazy. And then this one man told me about why. And it was because if there's a filter, let's say, that says, I want to date somebody between 41 and 49, and the man's 55, but he wants to meet somebody between 41 and 49, then he'll say he's 48. Yeah. Not very cool.
So
I mean, I don't know. What do you think? It is what it is.
People lie. I mean, women do it too. You know what I mean? They put their age back or forward depending on what they want.
Yeah.
Studies show that age gap relationships really don't seem to be any more problematic in regards to divorce than similar age gap couples are. Yeah. And I really think that's because with the age gap, you have to have, or you don't have to, but you usually have a much better line of communication. And it's usually both parties are aware of what they're wanting.
Right.
Aside from the extreme situations where we have
Harold
the sister wives.
Oh, yeah.
And, they are, marrying off these 14-year-olds to these 70-year-old men.
Yeah,
hopefully that will start
I don't agree with.
Kind of thing of the past. But
yeah, that I don't.
Over 18, we can,
that would be a nice gesture. I mean, okay, so I think that it's more about how mature mentally the younger person is or how immature the older person is. It's about their mentality, their experiences, and their worldview that matters the most.
Yeah, definitely.
But I will say that different developmental stages can create a problem.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because I absolutely agree with what you're saying. But what happens when they're in different life stages?
Okay, so let me give examples. Okay, so you have a woman that has grown children and she's an empty nester and she's dating a guy that has an infant. That could be a problem.
Yeah.
Or you have an older man dating a younger woman, and the older man, this is so cliche, but let's say he wants to travel and play golf all day. And she's very career driven and just wants to work all day. This can create a problem.
Yeah.
You
Well, that's exactly true. Because if you are in different life stages, and this is why I was talking before, like it's the communication you have to have, be like-minded, have yourself in similar situations where it just works. And a lot of times it does. And sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. But what do you think that like mental health ramifications that can arise from a woman dating an older man for her?
Well, I can say also that my husband is significantly younger. And I can tell you that in the beginning, I felt judged. And I would say that many couples feel embarrassed or ashamed, or they want to be closeted. They don't want to tell their families or their friends the age gap or the real ages of the other person, or the real age of the other
because
person.
Everybody thinks it's so normal for men. So,
I know.
Like,
it's so not okay.
A man would be walking in the door and be like, yep, got a 30-year-old.
That's right.
Great.
He'd be stoked. So,
and you're like, oh,
I know. I'm just going to hide and pretend like they're 10 years older. Yeah. But here's the thing, people. Women, on average, live 7 years longer than men. So it kind of makes sense, don't you think?
Yes. I think really at the heart, no matter what age you are, relationships are all about love and respect and communication and compromise. And it's what you feel in your heart. Be true to yourself. Don't worry about what they're saying out there.
It's all about kindness.
Absolutely.
Kindness and love. Like
kindness counts.
Yes.
All right, you guys, with that, we're going to leave you off for an awesome weekend, I hope.
Yes.
Good things will be happening, and we'll see you back here on Monday,
Share
all right?
your stories. Bye.
Bye.